Hello, interwebs. So this is going to be picking the May Diathon winner, as well as a little bit of a testing streaming to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, I think, as well as Instagram. So if you notice any audio hitches or any glitches, just let me know, because streaming to Instagram as well as YouTube. So we will be picking the May Diathon winner. We'll also be going over the entries that were submitted, and we will talk about next month's theme and maybe some other happenings as well. So, without further ado, I guess we can pick the winner. Let's head over to the screen. But we had a lot of great entries. We'll quickly go over those. We also did a live stream that you can check out on that post as well of the our interpretation of the May Diathon. This actually turned out way better than I was expecting for me. um, had low hopes, turned out great, and I love the submissions that everybody has submitted so far. Excited for this month's. This month should be a little bit more relaxed, I guess. So hopefully some more interesting interpretations of that. But we'll go over the submissions for the spring edition Diathon. So the rules for this we had 131 AI generated stencils, and you had to use one of those stencils, and you can kind of mix and match just a little bit as well. But that was fun, generating stencils and seeing what people actually used for that. But we'll go over. We got technically 9. There's a duplicate there. But the first one that we have is from Melissa Schoon. Hopefully I'm saying that right, or just by Melissa. Boy, I can't talk tonight. I think I need some more liquid courage. Not sure why that's not working. But anyways, she did the flower stencil and did an amazing job with this. I really love the background that she did with this, the bed. Very skyy, and great job on adding the color to the flowers. And nice inspiration as well, which is very cool. Even though it was an existing stencil, she had inspiration for what colors to choose. So, excellent submission. You were the first one to post, so congrats on that. Nice job. The next one that we have is Geoff. He said, butterflies would be much scarier if they were made of metal. Indeed. But he went against the grain, and I was like, okay, you can combine 2 of the stencils or modify to your heart's content. But the detail that he was able to capture here within the stencil, pretty damn amazing. Like, there's a lot of detail, like those fine lines in the wings, and even so the stencils that I had were JPEGs, and you had to kind of convert them to whatever cutting software that you had, and his conversion was pretty good as well. And I like the shading on the inside of there, or the different color, which I did not know, but the shading overall, pretty good. Excellent. It is excellent. I like how he did make it look like metal. So the butterfly has that kind of metallic sheen by using the dark and the light of the highlights. And good job, Geoff. Next that does he have an Instagram linked? Should be able to find him. The next that we have here is Jason Howard, and he went a bit abstract, and I'm not biased, but this is probably my favorite submission, just the way that I've never really seen a die done like this before. Usually people color within the lines, but this was a true artist interpretation of it. And I honestly haven't really looked at this in detail. And that is pretty neat. I'm assuming lotion. I'm assuming lotion, but there's some blurred lines, which makes me think, because lotion, you kind of get some hard lines. But again, I really love this. Great color choices for it. And I like how he also left some of the white for the negative space on here, which is pretty damn cool. So, Jason Howard, I forget what your actual Instagram was. Okay. Splooshy Abstract Lotion Paint. So it was Lotion Paint. I guess I got to read a little bit better, but fantastic job. And I forgot what your Instagram was. But if you do submit, make sure you put your Instagram so we can check out some of your work for that. Great job. Love it. Screwy Dye Jobs. I actually have that fish. Let me go grab it. I saw him at OTB Open, and he did a 3. I don't know if I should count 3 submissions because he did 3 discs. We'll have to see, maybe. But the fish, amazing. I have the fish in hand. Looks so cool. It's on a Crave. It's like, dude, I need to have this disc. Mainly so I can look at it and see what his secret sauce is to get those nice, beautiful gradients. But color choices on this, amazing. And I like how he used colors or the rim color with everything and match that. Fantastical gradient on there. Just so nice. And great job on the stencil as well. There looked like there were some really fine details in there that he got. Yeah. But I got to see all these in person. They were beautiful. Another one on a Pyro, I believe it is. Again, I like how he uses the rim color within the design, but oof, the color gradient is just so tasty, so tasty. And the bee, again, another great job with that. Rim color, great, just really good. Drop shadowing of the bee, make him stand out a little bit better. Very, very cool. The wings, I never noticed the wings that they have a little texture to it, which I'm assuming was on purpose. But it definitely helps sell the bee's wing. That. So Screwy Dye Jobs, if you haven't seen him, go check him out. Amazing work. Amazing guy. Yeah. We got to meet at OTB Open. He's almost too nice, which is kind of, infuriating because he's just so nice. But yeah, just killer work. Great job. Dirk. I keep forgetting his name. Since you did 3, I'll maybe do 3 submissions for you. Jay Shu Dies. So he said, I did a fun, colorful cardinal die on the Stokely Disc Cardinal. Very nice. Another painterly, I don't want to say abstract, but interpretation of the colors with the dots, which looks really, really cool. And also a pain to weed because you got all those dots that you got to weed out, which I'm pretty sure, unless he did that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the dots were in the stencil because you had to do the background, then you had to do the colors. I could be wrong. Either way, nice job, nice job. Fantastic. I've never thrown a cardinal, actually, or held one. So good job, Jay Shu Dias. Go check him out. Go give him a follow. He's got some great work as well. Ooh, nice solid color on there. Yeah, go give Jay Shu some love. He only has 80 followers. Very nice. So, Angela Crawford. Although it is a cool disc, didn't necessarily follow the rules. Actually, you didn't follow the rules because you needed to use the stencils that were in the stencil collection, which none of these were. So, sadly, I cannot enter you into the contest, but it is still a damn cool disc. Very funny as well. like a bee riding a fish smoking with an egg moon sun star. Like, okay. Um, I feel like it's like I always feel like, oh, the shading is so good. But the shading, it definitely takes your die game up to the next level and adds some depth to your die. And just a little bit, it just adds so much. You can use lotion to add some more color with the shading, which I believe looks like that smoke was, and some of the cloud shading. Or you can use other stuff like denature alcohol or isopropyl alcohol for that. So, what disc was this on? Flying high because what doesn't scream spring like a bumblebee riding a fish into the distant fried egg? Indeed, indeed. Great disc. Sadly, can't enter you into the prize contest. Maddie. Maddie is the fiance of Gingerbread Dies, which he's a local. They're local here, so great job on this one. A landscape die. Nice job on the sky. That's definitely a little difficult to do there. Nice, nice, nice. Great job, Maddie. Thumbs up for you. And almost last minute submission, Mike Moogly from Moogly Dies. I was seeing if Maddie, I don't think she has her own Instagram, but Moogly has his Instagram, which I don't think it's linked, but go check out Moogly Dies. Lots of improvisation on this one. I catched the end half of his live stream creating this the day that the submission was due. If you can spot any errors of what he fixed, because if you're looking at this and I didn't tell you, you would probably never know. But I really like the glue bed background that he did. The green and black. I would hate to throw this disc because me shanking it into the woods, I would never be able to find this thing because it'll blend right in with the grass and the flowers. But he did the glue bed for the background, and he did the DA painting for the colors. And what I like is these pink red flowers here, where he added some extra color of where the flower petals are. So very, very nice job. I also like that the stencil, he didn't do the traditional black outlining. He relied on the darkness of the glue bed to have the definition of the lines, which I just realized that. Huh. Nice. Again, beautiful disc. Don't want to throw it because it will be gone forever if I threw it. Ducks of Saturn. He is his very, very, very late submission. But he did the stained glass flower, which is very beautiful. That's one thing I have yet to really do is a true stained glass design, but great color, great patterns. I just noticed little extra squigglies in the petals. That's pretty cool. And the two-tone green leaf colors. Nice little touch there. Yeah, this one's a really good stained glass one. I also like how, so it's an opaque, not opaque, it's a transparent disc, but I like how black the lines are, which is hard to get like obviously a deep saturated color because it is stained glass, or not stained glass, because it is clear, so it is transparent. But I also love this picture to show the colors on the wall from that. Nice. Might just leave it and hang in the window. I would probably leave it hanging in the window too. I'd also be curious to see how long it lasts within the sun. So I don't know if you guys have any of your favorites. They're all great. But I think my personal favorite is the Jason Howard one with the sploosh abstract painting. Very cool. Also, you don't have to color in the lines. You can just kind of guesstimate and like, it's art. It's good. Oh, man. All right. Now, to pick the winner, we have the Wheel of Names, and I will grab the names real quick. While I grab those names, do you guys have any personal favorites for this month's Diathon? Okay. All right. I'm going to click the button to spin. Or I can press enter. And the winner for the May Diathon is Screwy Die Jobs. Congratulations, Screwy Die Jobs. You won. I should really have what you won, which I don't, but it is the bottles and bits thing. It's the 2-ounce bottles, 4 of those, as well as my 3D printed holder, as well as some other goodies like pipettes, cotton swabs, and all that good stuff. So, congratulations, Screwy Die Jobs. Your niceness won again. I will reach out to you and see what you want to do. But we have the June Diathon. So the premise or theme behind this is I gotta reword how this says this. You don't have to dye exactly 50% of the disc, but you cannot dye more than 50%. So 50% of the original color of the disc needs to show through. So if it's a white disc, I need to see roughly about 50% of the disc, because as disc dyers, we want to slather the entire disc with color, because if not, it's just wasting space. But negative space is important. And you can get some really cool results with negative space. So I'm curious to see what you guys come up with. Obviously, white discs are an obvious choice. Curious to see what you guys come up with on color discs, or discs that are harder to dye, so like an orange disc, or a dark red disc. So the rules are, you have to have no more than 50% of the original color of the disc showing, and anything goes. So you can do beds, stencils, anything that your little heart imagine, you can do. And the prize for this will be the emergency die kit, which you can find somewhere, which I probably should put a photo in here. But the emergency die kit, let me grab it real quick. It's just that. It's a little emergency die kit. So if you can put this in your bag, and when you're out and you just have the urge to dye a disc, here is your emergency die kit. You don't need a first aid kit. Throw that out. Put this in there. What you get is Sonic Blue and Blood Red, half a teaspoon of each of those. You will get a bottle, 2-ounce bottle of shaving cream. You will get a sticker. You will get 2 cotton swabs, and you'll get instructions of how to use the emergency die kit. And basically, it's the shaving cream method. So if you're out in the woods and you need to dye a disc for whatever reason, you're bored, you're camping, you can do that. Or it makes debating if I want to sell these or not. But the emergency die kit will be in a specific subscription box coming this month. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. We have a video on our YouTube currently showcasing that. So there you go. Thank you, everyone that submitted for the May Diathon. I'm very excited to see what everybody comes up with the June Diathon. And yeah, if anybody has any other ideas for upcoming months, always open to suggestions. And yeah, again, to get entered, please post on this specific post. So it's on the Dyers Guild website. There's a few ways that you can get to it, depending on how you're watching this. If you're watching this now, I'll have a link somewhere, or if it's on Instagram, it'll be the link in your bio. But if you go to the Dyers Guild website, hover over home, go to Diathon, you'll see all the Diathons in the past, and the most current one will be right there. And it's real easy to basically leave a comment. So you leave the comment, your name, email, website, which would be like your Instagram, and you browse to find your photo. So very excited for that. And on that note, I'm going to finish the rest of my liquid courage. Oh yeah, I gotta say my catchphrase. Find your line. Find your line, craft your piece. I should really know this by now. All right.